Formerly known as Burma and home to 53 million, Myanmar is the second biggest landmass in Southeast Asia, a country of abundant natural resources with a young and multi-ethnic population. Its fledgling democracy was established in 2016, a year after Nobel Prize winner Aung San Suu Kyi won the country's first free elections for decades. Previously an isolated nation, it has since turned into one of the world's top investment destinations. Keeping a keen eye on its socio-economic progress, foreign investors have wasted no time in seizing the opportunities that this frontier market has to offer. The government is now focused on facilitating business, though it remains to be seen how the conflict in the Rakhine State will affect the influx of foreign investment.
One of the things that we have noticed over the past 6 months to a year is that with the growing international focus on what is happening in northern Rakhine State with the Muslim Rohingya population, there is more and more questions being raised by shareholders of the major multinationals.
So I think at this point in time, the best is to help understand what are the challenges, not only in Rakhine State, but even as Myanmar opens up. There are 14 states and regions. All have development challenges.
Totally agree for the peace. To get a peace, we need to negotiate, we need to discuss, and we need to bring all our ethnics to the table. But in parallel, we also need to focus on basic infrastructure development for all the regions.
Myanmar is a kind of last frontier for doing business in Asia. The country is totally unspoiled. There are a lot of opportunities for investors in various sectors for doing business in Myanmar. And also Myanmar's infrastructure is still very weak, but weaknesses of infrastructure is opportunities for investors.
The sheer size of Myanmar alone throws up almost unlimited prospects for foreign investors wishing to plough capital into the country's infrastructure, as the government's program totals $120 billion between now and 2030.
In our country, the total generation is just 3,800 megawatt total generation. We have a 51 million population. Our country, 25% bigger than Thailand, about 2 over time from Vietnam. So this is a big opportunity.
We also have an opportunity to rely on foreign energy resources such as LNG. Now this comes with a caveat. LNG prices are very much depressed for the time being because of the drop in global oil prices. But from a long-term point of view, they won't always be. So in terms of meeting short-term needs, that's another avenue that we can almost immediately leverage.
From 2013 to 2020, there's about 20 gigawatts of power, potential power opportunities here in Myanmar. So we decided that Myanmar will be like a land of opportunities and the bridgehead for Sembcorp to enter into Myanmar. Sembcorp Minjan Power Plant, right, is situated in Mandalay. It's a 225 megawatts combined cycle gas-fired plant. It is currently the most efficient power plant in Myanmar. With 225 megawatts, it can light up the lives of 5.3 million people. In terms of challenges, I think scarcity of human capital is key. So we take this very seriously. We have training, intensive training for our engineers. I have the CSR executive that goes around to the villages to identify, to speak to the village heads in terms of refurbishment of schools. We help the people in the community, right, in terms of providing them with first aid, kit, medication, rice, water. So basically with this stakeholder engagement process, we are able to communicate with the villagers, any grievances that they have.
We established in 2008, but in 2014, we changed our company name to AG Holding Company Limited, and under the AG Holding Company, we have two sister factory. One is AGT, now we are here. This is Asia General Transformer, we manufacture the transformer. Another one is Asia General Electric, we call AGE. This is we manufacture the low voltage and medium voltage switch gear, electrical board and control panel. For AGT, we manufacture by our own technology up to 66 kV. 66 kV and above, up to 230 kV, this is a voltage class. Capacity up to 150 MVA, this is biggest transformer in Myanmar. Even the government not yet have this kinds of biggest transformer. Their maximum capacity is only 125 only. But our facility, we can manufacture 150 MVA. This power transformer, we technical cooperate with the Mitsubishi Electric Japan. This is AGT side. For AGE, Asia General Electric, we are technical license partner with ABB Switzerland. Our target market is both for the government and private. Also industrial and some construction and everywhere who are using the electricity also are my customer.
The construction sector was primed to play a major role in Myanmar's economy, and judging by the infrastructure projects in the pipeline, an expansion is on the cards.
New factories opening up, logistics centres, employing a lot of people. This is about jobs, this is about growing the economy, and we always say that it all really begins from industrial development.
As we are one of the contractor for the industrial projects, I'm seeing a lot of investment in the industrial has growing over the past 5 years. Our group has a different business activities. We have a company called Sandek Technologies, and another one is Sandek Engineering Construction. This is the engineering business within our group. This is one of the core businesses. Apart from that, we have a hotel, like Eco Resort, which we specifically aim for the ecotourism. It is a resort located on the reservoir, and also the theme aesthetic is blended with the nature and also the culture. Because if you see in the resort, all the buildings which we built are the old buildings from the villages. These are all teak villas, and we converted into the hotel rooms. We have a resort called Bay of Bengal, Ngui Sang. That resort is located in Ngui Sang Beach, which is in the western shoreline of Myanmar. We have created this resort, providing the best facilities for the guests. Mantek Engineering Construction started from 2003, and we have performed various projects, mostly infrastructures and industrial projects. One of the prominent project in Myanmar, it is called Tilawa Special Economic Zone Development Project. The job which we are performing, all the infrastructure, electricity, like drainage, sewage, water supply.
Tilawa, currently we have been contributing some construction works as contractors for investors in Tilawa. So as for part of the construction services, Motoma have been providing the construction services for like basic infrastructure and some some local or foreign industry people who invested in Tilawa. One of our major interests is infrastructure development investment. Because as you know very well, a country like Myanmar, we need a lot of infrastructure development. Motoma Holding consists of 4 major pillars. The first one, it's a trading, and second, it's a construction, third, it's a manufacturing, and fourth, it's a development. We started with trading, and trading, it's one of the biggest part of our group. Also manufacturing, our manufacturing capacity of steel components for construction industry, we can produce up to 60,000 tons per year. So this will also become one of the vital parts under our company and one of the largest of its kinds in Myanmar. And most of the trading we are doing is also construction material like steel and like office furnitures, it's like industry roofing. So these mostly are construction industry affiliated materials. Our chairman, who comes from a very practical business background, so one of his expertise is construction. But after he has been doing the construction business and manufacturing for more than 2 decades, he started to expand the arm of Motoma to development. Currently, there are planned 12 projects in Myanmar. The one, it's Aquarium. Aquarium also, we participated in the government tender, and then we won it, and we have been developing that one. The aquarium is located in Kandoji. It's facing to the Kandoji Lake. Kandoji, it's one of the 2 biggest lakes in Yangon. So the location is perfect for people to enjoy for their weekend activities. Another one, it's a M Tower, which is directly linked with the commercial, and we decided and we also gave the construction contract to the foreign company to learn from them, and because of the quality, although we are quite professional in construction, we decided not to do by ourselves. M Tower will become a first ever international standard business tower in Yangon.
Faced with legal and financial challenges, Myanmar's real estate market is undergoing a transformation, with the regulatory framework for condominiums set to introduce more flexibility for foreign investors, thereby sweeping aside uncertainty.
In these years, we have pivoted our investment into real estate and industrial developments. So in real estate, under our group portfolio, we have projects like Golden City, which is located in a very prime, very prime area. There are many long-stay expats in Myanmar right now who are flying their families into Myanmar. So there are many of our foreign investors and our foreign expats needing housings in Myanmar. However, housing in Yangon is very limited. So Golden City and the Central project, it's deemed to supply the needs of the solid demand that we're having. Golden City, it's completed halfway. We have completed 2 phases, phase 1 and phase 2. So our phase 3 and phase 4, it's under construction right now.
Well, you need to know that some of the most important challenges in the real estate sector are permissions for building a condominium. And these can take up to 2 years to be issued. So you see, access to finance today in Myanmar is also a very serious challenge for both developers and, of course, buyers. Diamond Inya Palace is a 33-story, 3-building high-end condominium facing Inya Lake in the heart of Yangon. Once it's completed, it will be the tallest residential development in the city. On the ground floor, we will have a clinic, a car wash, small grocery stores, a large reception area. On level 6, we will have a swimming pool overlooking the lake and many other facilities.
The poor state of transport infrastructure in the country has urged the government to set up a wide plan to increase and update the connectivity network, which will turn the current road, rail and port gaps into investment opportunities.
We are facing every day with the traffic jam on the way. To go to city center, it takes over 1 hour. And sometimes it takes 2 hours. We waste our valuable time in the car. So that's why I just create a very innovative plan for the water transport for Yangon. We are using the cashless payment system. We are using the GPS monitoring system. And then we train our crews and captain trained by Australia cruise operator.
Our airline started 1948, September 15. Now next year we are 70 years anniversary of the Myanmar National Airline. 2015, December 5th, full Myanmar Airways transferred the Myanmar National Airline. So at the time, we are state-owned enterprise. Recently, we have transferred the corporation. So before Myanmar Airways launching only domestic after 1993, so we will start at 2015. So at the time, one of the big companies from GCAS released from the Boeing Embraer aircraft. So after that, we launched to the Hong Kong, Singapore, Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Kaya. So only domestic airport, 28 domestic airport, as well as we are launching the 5 destinations. Next year, we have to plan for China, Siem Reap, Thailand, Phuket. So our airline last 2015, we carry 500,000. 2016, 1 million. In this year, I expect 1.6 million. So we have the whole country. Every area is very beautiful and very natural resources. So northern area, Shan State, Chin State, southern islands, all area is very beautiful.
Not only do Myanmar's people radiate warmth and friendliness, in tourist terms they live in all but virgin territory. Lessons have been learned from the country's own experience and also from neighbouring countries, and the sector now hopes to build a sustainable tourism model that both preserves and promotes its fascinating multi-ethnic culture and breathtaking scenery.
Being very friendly and hospitable is in the DNA of our people.
They are so innocent, so pure, and that is very attractive because the hotel industry is actually the people industry.
We very proudly also have 474 hotel rooms, an amazing banqueting and conference centre on level 2 that extends right through on one floor into the bars and restaurants. Our lobby lounge was, I think, no question, the centre of all business discussions in Yangon. If you wanted to do business in Myanmar, you came to the lobby of the Sule Shangri-La and there were always at least 30 or 40 people there. Our lobby is designed also strategically that it links through to another project of ours, the Sule Shangri-La retail mall and offices. So we provided, again, as we were pioneers in the hotel, the first grade A offices with floor-to-ceiling heights of 2.7 up to 3 meters, high-speed lifts on 2 levels, so you have a high level and a low level of access, which again provides fast and easy access for people to get to their offices, and sufficient parking for all the offices, retail, and in addition for the hotel people. Shangri-La Hotel Group also has 2 apartment blocks of apartments in Yangon. The Shangri-La apartments in Yangon have a number of facilities and services. There are 240 apartments in 2 towers. And in the center of the 2 towers, we've built a very large kids-friendly playground and swimming pool area. So this provides families and young people with a place for relaxation, meeting one another and socializing.
I have 4 river cruise and then 2 luxury boat and 2 boutique charmant boat. We are operating from Yangon to Delta area, from Delta area to Pye, and from Pye to Mandalay Bagan. Along the river, we can do 2 sightseeings every day. Our cabin is a very luxury cabin. We provide free flow wine and drink. And then we have a 24-hour service on board. My favorite place is the Rakhine State in Myanmar. And then most favorite is Kalor. I have a beautiful place there. I start to build a beautiful hotel. Around Kalor, we provide soft trekking. And then we can visit a lot of villages. And then they are Aung people. They have a very beautiful tea plantation. Every morning, the people can see the farmers from the tea plantation, the pickled tea, and then all of the women are going to the plantation every morning. Around this area, there is also the very beautiful elephant camp. You will see lovely elephant. We have another very beautiful destination. It's like a hidden treasure of Myanmar. It is southern part of Myanmar, next to Thailand, very close to Phuket. Crystal water is a blue crystal, white sand, and a lot of tree. In our island, we have an Italian dive master, and he is operating for the diving business there and snorkeling as well. There are also the beautiful mountain we can climb up, and then we can see the beautiful panoramic view.
Myanmar's infrastructure and tourism sectors could act as catalysts for the country's general economic development. Despite the challenges, the government's regulatory adjustments, coupled with the country's unique potential, make Myanmar a wealth of opportunity.